Welcome to Mater Dei High School. Tonight, the Jasper Wildcats are on the road on a Tuesday night, taking on the Mater Dei Wildcats. The Jasper Wildcats at 4-13, taking on Mater Dei, who stand at 3-13. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider, along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos on the video. And yeah, Jason, you kind of look at both these teams having struggling seasons. Obviously, you know the Wildcats 4-13 started 1-9 on the season, won 3 of 4, but then now on like a 3-game skid after their loss the other night against Heritage Hills. And Mater Dei, they lost their first 3, won a couple, then lost 10 straight before they finally got back on the winning column with a win against Pike Central. So, you know, again, John Gable coming back home. It's homecoming here at Mater Dei, where he went to high school and coached for 5 seasons, winning 4 sectionals, 2 regionals, a semi-state, and a state in 2004 against Kurt Wilderman, who succeeded John. He basically in his 18th season, and he's won a couple sectionals and a regional and 215 wins in those 18 years. So really, you got 2 coaches. I'm sure they're close, they're friends and all that, but they're just really struggling through this season. So it's just a game that both of them really want to win.
Well, you're right. There's no doubt that, you know, both teams need to play well tonight. You know, and in all honesty, both teams can play well.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, you hope for both coaches and both schools that that's what can happen tonight, is that it's a hard-fought game, you know, and obviously somebody's going to come out on top. But, you know, you just hope for a good game, you know, because a lot of times when you look at the records and you think, oh, my, a 4-13 versus a 3-13, but that can still be a good basketball game.
Oh, no doubt.
You know, and, you know, and that's what I'm hoping tonight is that, you know, Jasper, we got to come out and we got to play physical, we got to play hard, and we got to bust our behinds and take it at them. You know, we talk all year about how we have to be aggressive and take the ball to the basket, and tonight is one of those things. You know, I know we haven't talked about the lineups yet, but Mater Dei's got 2 freshmen starting.
Yep.
So we have to use that to our advantage by taking it to them and make them play defense.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and you mentioned those 2 freshmen that start. Actually, their leading scorer is number 31, Cole Breeden, and he averages just under 11 points a game just under 14 points a game at 13.8. And so, you know, it's a young team for Mater Dei. But then you got the Wildcats over here. We got some experienced players and guys that have been there before and all that. So from our standpoint, you know, again, you're in February. You know you're starting to play and get geared up for the tournament. But each game is a stepping stone to that. So you have to kind of get over, you know, 3-game losing streaks or 9-game losing streaks or whatever both these teams have gone through.
Yeah, you got to throw that out the window, because now it's game by game, preparing yourself for the next part of your season, and that being the tournament run.
Right. All right, so we're getting set for the tip here. I think both officials just making sure they're on the same page here. So the Wildcats will start Logan Day, Max Butel, number 13, Jace Foy is 23, Braden Gieser 35, and Jalen Mainers, number 51. So the Wildcats of Jasper control the tip. Kyle Baumgart, number 10, Spencer Schiff, 11, Charlie Huffman averaging 9 points a game, number 20. Cole Breeden, the freshman, 31, and Tate Mallory averaging 10.8. He wears number 33 for the Mater Dei Wildcats. So Butel with the drive there, and a reverse layup up, doesn't go, but Gieser comes down with the board. 3-pointer on the way, and it is dropped just like that. Wildcats on the board early with a 3-pointer.
I like Butel being aggressive, going to the basket that time.
Both these teams will play hard-nosed man-to-man defenses for the most part. So there's the shot by number 31. Breeden, Mater Dei gets the rebound. Breeden now shoots a 3, doesn't go, so he's taking the first couple shots, not hitting yet.
Definitely not scared to shoot.
No.
For a freshman. Which at this point in the season anymore, those kids really aren't freshmen anymore. I mean, they've played enough. You know, they've played 16 games, so.
So Mainer's just a sophomore. Dishes it out there. Butel doesn't, actually gets the roll. And Cats on the board again. The 2 3-pointers by the Wildcats give them an early 6-0 lead over Mater Dei. Good feed. Outstanding play for an easy bucket for number 20, Charlie Huffman. But Tate Mallory found him on that cut. 6-2 is the score now. Of course, it's a conference game between these two, Southern Indiana Athletic Conference. Cats are 2-4 in the SIAC. Mater Dei is 0-6, so they're looking for their first conference win. Day pull-up jumper does not go, but Maynard's in great position for that easy putback.
The SIAC for Mater Dei in basketball is a tough conference.
No doubt.
You know, I mean, it is for in any sports, but I feel like in boys basketball it's definitely, because there's a lot of bigger schools and a lot of talented teams around.
Yeah, you usually got, you know, the Evansville schools and all that, and of course Castle in the conference. But this year, and then you get Central, who's undefeated, leading the conference at 6-0.
Yeah.
Right up there with Wrights and Memorial, who are normally up at the top.
Yep.
Cross court over to Butel. Gives it up to Day, sets him up nicely for a three-pointer. So the Cats are hitting that three. Three different players have popped it. Day, Butel, and Foy got him up on the board. 11-4 lead for Jasper. Cole Breeden, who stands at 6'4". Charlie Huffman's a senior, number 20 out there. Spencer Schiff's another freshman, as you mentioned, starting. Mater Dei patient with their offense here. Very aggressive man-to-man defense by the Wildcats of Jasper. Got to clarify that all night.
Yeah. Say Wildcats, you can't be wrong.
No kidding. So Kyle Baumgarten puts that one up, doesn't go. Day wanted that shot and had to give it up. Now you got Foy with it. Stops. Leaves Maynard open for three. He's short on that one. So Mater Dei looking to cut into the 7-point lead for Jasper right now. Breeden gets to the spot and pops it, so he got his first 2 points of the ball game. .335 on the clock here, 11-6, Jasper up. Now Mater Dei switching to a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, which is surprising, you know, when a team's shooting the ball as well as what we have so far from the outside, that, you know, normally you would think you'd want to stick to a man-to-man, but.
Well, the Cats trying an interior pass there, and usually with a 2-3, you're crowding that area. So turnover for the Jasper Wildcats. Mater Dei in their offense here with 3 minutes to go. Both teams set to come up with substitutions at the next stop there. Three-point shot does not go for Huffman. And here comes Jasper quickly the other way. Day in the corner, feeds inside to Maynard's double team, gets back out to Butel. He's looking for a shot tonight. Can't get that one to go. And we're going to have a foul on the Wildcats on the rebound attempt.
Either Maynard's or Giesler.
All right, so both teams go to the bench here. Number 40 for Mater Dei is Caden Willett. And Ernie and Jack Levin come in for the Jasper Wildcats. Mater Dei brings it up, down 11-6. Breeden gives it back up. He pretty well works from the perimeter of the top of the key as far as their offense there.
Yeah.
It's not like they're posting him up much.
No, not really. What is he? 6'4",
Yeah.
so well, he's about like Maynard's. I mean, Maynard's is out there too.
Right.
It's the day of those big men staying on the post are a thing of bygones, because it don't happen anymore.
Right.
And I mean, I guess I'm just still too old school. You know, I mean, I still like that part of the game of basketball.
I could talk all day about me not happy with just a three-point shot in general.
Yeah.
I mean, college, basically, that's all they do is shoot threes. NBA shoots threes.
Yeah.
High schools are getting like that, too.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
The game didn't.
See, I mean,
I feel like it's a gimmick.
Mainers is open. Get him the ball.
Right.
You know, I mean, he's working hard in there. There. That wasn't a good shot because he was underneath the basket when he shot it, but still got the ball. That's, you know, that's a 4-foot shot compared to the, you know, the 20-footer outside.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't shoot threes, but to me, the percentages are cattywampus in high school, like you said, in all levels. But you know, in high school, it's starting to get that way. I mean, teams are just shooting that three-point shot entirely too much, in my opinion. But that's why we don't get paid to coach. We're sitting up here.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know anything.
Ernie attempts a three, doesn't go. And Kai Kuntz, who's in the ball game, he pretty well recovers the fumble down there. And
he did, man. He had both arms wrapped around. He wasn't going to let anybody take that away from him.
Did they still call?
They called the jump ball, yeah.
Okay. Again, I don't remember a modern-day player getting two hands on it.
I don't think he did, but for Kuntz's sake, he's probably better off because otherwise he's liable to got called for travel.
Yeah. All right, so modern day three-pointer on the way, doesn't go for Huffman. You know, everything just going to the three-point shot, too. It's like, okay, well, you're considered a good three-point shooter if you shoot 38%.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ernie's going to shoot his second one.
Kuntz.
Yeah.
Oh, my, they're going to call that on modern day.
Yeah.
Kuntz putt pushed him under the basket.
Yeah, so they actually called that on Caden Willett, number 40.
We'll take that, but
22 seconds to go, only 2 fouls called in the entire quarter. Another three-point shot. So Modern Day quickly comes the other way with 12 seconds. And there's a three-pointer hit by Cole Breeden. So he's got 5 points to lead Modern Day and now makes it a 2-point game. So Jasper up by 7 not too long ago. And no sense of urgency getting the ball up the court, and we have to just kind of heave one up there. So 11-9 is our score after one. Jasper with a 2-point lead here on 18 WJTS.
Jubilar Toyota in Jasper is proud to be the title sponsor for the Jammin' in Jasper basketball tournament this month. Teams from all over the Midwest will come to compete. This month, get a Jammin' deal on your next vehicle at Jubilar's with tax time savings. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles in stock for every budget and flexible financing options from top lenders. As always, no hidden fees. Jubilar Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends for Jammin' deals since 1929.
All right, so Jasper built a pretty decent lead there, but Modern Day cut into it towards the end there and makes it a 2-point game as we start the second quarter here. Quick feed into Mainers, and he gets that up and in.
Yeah, and that's a set play coming out of the timeout. You know, they know exactly where they're doing, where they're looking to get the ball, and it was into Mainers. And guess what? He had a nice little 4 or 5 foot shot, and he hit it.
It's good basketball to me.
Yep. That's what's fun to watch.
And there's a play right there. So again, they get it in the blocks. Nice quick move, and just like that, Modern Day's on the board. Caden Willett gets his first 2. You might just watch this game tonight as a fan as opposed to broadcasting. What do you think? You want to do that?
Yeah, we can.
Mainers long on that shot.
Although when I'm a fan,
we're a little critical.
I was going to say when I'm a fan, I might use some words too that I'm probably not allowed to use on the air. But
what a block by Mainers on that drive, though. So we're starting to see some action here. I like it. 2-point
There
lead
he
for
is.
Jasper. But I do. I miss those inside battles. You know.
See right there. I mean, you know, he had good post-up position. They looked. I didn't necessarily like where we're trying to feed it from the top of the key. I'd like to see it from the wing.
Better angle there.
Yeah, better angle. But you know, what did you get out of it? You got a foul because the defense couldn't do anything but foul him.
It's actually a good foul because it's the second one on Willard, so he's going to have to sit down. And he just actually made a nice play down low on the other end. So. You know, and that's the thing. When you struggle in a season like this, both teams obviously are, you know, a big part of that is, I think, on the offensive side, you know, you just don't have enough scoring options. So,
yeah,
you know, in a situation like that, Willard makes a nice play on the other end. He's probably got a little confidence, but now he's got to sit because he picks up his second foul. So, managed to Jasper there, I feel. Modern Day with a chance to tie or take the lead here, and that's going to be an over and back, yes. Yeah, because if you look as far as Modern Day averaging 48 points a ball game, Jasper averaging right at 48.9, so Jasper gives up 54 and Modern Day 56.
You know, and Modern Day, to their credit, you know, they get better throughout the course of the year by playing these, you know, the bigger schools. You know, everybody in the conference is bigger than they are.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, most teams around here are. You know, so when it comes tournament time, you know, they're pretty well battle tested and ready to go.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's why. Even like when Coach Gable was here, you know, they had some success in basketball because of that.
Yeah.
You know,
you're exactly right.
You're never going to have a Modern Day team that goes undefeated in basketball in the regular season.
No.
It ain't going to happen. But who cares when it comes time for the tournament? You look up there on the wall at all their sectional titles and things like that. You know, that's what you play for.
Absolutely. Because, again, their sectional are smaller schools with Forest Park, Perry Central, South Spencer, North Posey, Tell City, Pike Central, you know.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously, enrollment-wise, that's the reason why they're at that level, you know, as far as a 2A sectional. But, you know, the main thing is, like you said, they're playing against 4A and 5A schools all season long. All right, so the ball gets knocked out of bounds there. Jasper will hang on to it.
But we don't want to get started on the class basketball thing, though. That's a whole night in itself.
We're going to cry about the three-pointer. We'll cry about that, too. So.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, it's here. It's one of them things that's here to stay. It's not going to change, so you just have to accept it and move on.
Butel gets to the lane, can't get that shot to go. Modern Day comes up with it. Now they're going to get a break going the other way. Gieser contends right there against Breeden, and so the ball gets knocked out of bounds. So good defense getting back by number 35 for the Wildcats.
Substitution for the Wildcats, 33, Tate Mallory. For the Jasper Wildcats, number 15, Jake Levin.
All right, I got a dumb question. Who's number 3 for Jasper?
Number who?
Number 3 in the corner over there. Not on the JV roster or on the varsity roster.
That looks like Foy. The freshman Foy.
Oh, okay.
Riley Foy.
Good for him getting an opportunity here against some of his fellow freshmen, since Modern Day starts 2 freshmen. Modern Day will hang on to the basketball. It gets knocked out, so neither team really scoring much. We had 2 quick buckets early on to start this quarter, but it's been stuck at 13-11 for about 3 minutes now. He threw it right off of Butel's hands there, so a good heads-up play there by number 33, Tate Mallory. Four players have scored for both teams so far in the ball game. Cole Breeden has it knocked away there by Levin. Mismatch height-wise there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Utel, good defense there, forces a fadeaway jumper so it doesn't go. Boyd comes down with the rebound, so here comes Jasper. Mainers, turnaround jumper from 15. Probably not the shot you want, but that's the shot we got there.
Yeah, I thought it was a little quick. That's got to be a foul. He had a hold of his shirt.
All right, so we got substitutions.
Jasper Wildcats, number 5, Logan Day for the Wildcats.
Day's in.
Number 11, Spencer. And number 20, Albee.
Huffman checks in, number 20. Geese are looking to come back in when he gets the opportunity as Mater Dei backs up. 32 is Spikuza.
Yeah, I wrote that down, and I'm like,
Was that?
glad I don't have to announce
First I thought
that.
it was just Spicoli when I was writing it down, but a little nostalgic fast times at Ridgemont High. Mainers comes down with the board. Here comes Jasper. Day.
That's a charge.
And they're going to call a charge right there, so he kind of leaned right in, put his shoulder down. Not sure if Mallory was set or not, but they're going to call that most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't need it. You know, you didn't have numbers. You had 2 offense on 2 defense. Pull it back out and run your offense. You know, I mean, that's just a turnover that is, in my opinion, unforced because
Right.
you don't need to do that.
Unforced and unnecessary. Still 13-11. It's been 13-11 since about 7:20 in the quarter, I believe. So we've gone almost 4.5 minutes without either team scoring. Mater Dei inbounds. So Mater Dei actually 33 Mallory is their second leading scorer, so he's on the floor right now as Breeden is sitting. Pull up jump shot, take the opportunity right there, and Spikuza puts it in.
Spikuza.
Jacob Spikuza. Day with an open look, long. Mainers.
See, again, that to me, that's too quick. I mean, you can get that shot at any point just about in your offense.
And they just make it easy as Huffman just drives right to the lane. So Mater Dei starting to pick things up here, and now they got a 2-point lead. 15-13, 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Giesler, and he gets blocked. Good defense right there by number 32, Spikuza. Giesler thought he had an easy bucket.
That was on the Wildcats, number 20, Hoffman. This first substitution for the Wildcats, number 31, Cole Breeden.
I can't see that scoreboard over there.
Yeah, it's
very
kind of
good.
hard to see when I can.
That one's hard to see, and this one is too because it's at an angle.
And the foul was called on Charlie Huffman, number 20. So both teams have been whistled for 2. 154. Boy's going to drive. Good position, but a nice block again. That's 2 blocks in this possession for Mater Dei. Jasper scrambles around and what do they call it? Travel.
I think he
Wouldn't
said
that be a
you
double
could-
dribble?
I think, well, he was dribbling, and from what I saw him say was, and I don't know, he said he jumped while he was dribbling.
Oh, and came down.
Yeah, but
People do jump stops all the time and they never call it.
yeah, but they don't keep dribbling, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I don't know. That was a first.
All right, so Mater Dei with 133 back in the ball game. It's the freshman Breeden. He can't get that shot to go. He scored 5 in the first quarter, hasn't scored in this one. 2-point lead for Mater Dei as Jasper has it. Utel, 3-point shot. Doesn't go. Mainers comes down with the board. Quick shot back up, and he draws the foul. right, so the foul was called on. Scoreboard says Spikuza. I couldn't quite tell if that's what he said.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Thought he said 13. Jasper misses the free throw. Mainer's at the line. First free throw of the night. Hits the second one. 1 point ball game. Mater Dei leads 15-14. Coming up on a minute here in the first half. Tell picking up Mallory. Mater Dei slow to get moving in their offense. Mallory tries, good no look pass to Spikuza there. Can't get the shot to go, but he does draw the foul.
On defense, though, you cannot, we talked about this one other game. When we get, I think it was the Bar Eve game, when we get backdoored so much. As a defender, you've got to see the ball and your man at all times. And right there, I believe it was Foy got caught looking at the ball and his man backdoored.
Yeah. Spikuza misses both. So Jasper with an opportunity to take the lead here with 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Butel's got a wide open look, and then he gives it up to Gieser, who actually finishes. So good play there for the Wildcats to come up with a bucket. And now they get the lead back 16-15 with 24 seconds to go. Mallory's just going to take his time. Coach Kurt Wilderman telling them to back it off as we get down to 10 seconds. Now they get into it. Getting close. Somebody's got to take the shot here, so it's going to be a step back three. Not what they're looking for as it hits off the glass and does not go. So, all right, so really both teams offensively struggling a little bit. What would you say there, Jason?
I would say that's a
fair assessment?
A fair assessment, yeah. 16 points for Jasper, 15 for Mater Dei, and
5 points in the quarter for Jasper and 6 for Mater Dei.
In 2 full quarters of high school basketball, that's, But again, I think, when we're shooting and we're shooting the ball well from three-point line, we can score points and we can score quickly. Mm-hmm. But, one thing that I've noticed with this team is we don't seem to run a lot of transition.
Yeah.
By that I mean off of made or missed shots, missed shots especially. We used to push the ball down the floor. Our bigs would run ahead. They'd get down there and they'd post. We'd feed it in there for a layup, or we would beat the defense down the floor. Mm-hmm. We don't seem to, and it might be by design. I'm not saying that, what coach is doing is wrong, because as a coach, you have to evaluate your team and look at the assets that they bring to that team.
Right.
And sometimes you don't have guys that can do that. Mm-hmm. Whether it be they're not very quick, they're not very fast, they don't have great ball handlers, right. Whatever it is.
There's a lot that goes to it.
And that may be the case this year with Coach Gable and this group of guys that, he just doesn't feel like we can do that successfully. But, and I think that's partially what leads to us only averaging 48 points a game.
Yeah.
Because we can't score fast in a hurry.
Right.
If we get behind in a game, that's like analogy of football. If you're a running team and you get behind by 14 or 21 points, you're in trouble because you can't score quick when you run. Mm-hmm. Kind of the same thing in basketball. If you don't, if you're not a running team that likes to get up and down the floor, or you're not a team that shoots exceptionally well from the outside, you're not going to score a lot of points.
Right.
Luckily, our defense, normally is very efficient and and does a very good job. I don't know what we're defensive-wise this year. I don't know how many points we're giving up a game.
Yeah.
But I think, from our defensive standpoint, we're still playing pretty good defense.
Right.
We're just not able to score.
And overcome large deficits. You know,
Exactly.
when you fall. I mean, and in a situation like what you're talking about, a 12-point deficit can be almost like a 20-point deficit
No
in regular
doubt.
seasons, you know.
No doubt.
So. All right, well, both teams making adjustments, and we come back. Mater Dei trailing the Wildcats of Jasper 16-15 here on 18 WJTS.
Local people watching local people. 18 WJTS TV has been your reliable source for local news, weather, sports, and events for 30 years. Since 1993, WJTS has been serving DuBois County and all surrounding counties with free televised programming, daily newscasts, local sports games, WJTS Inform, and more. We are 18 WJTS, local people watching local people.
Back once again here at Mater Dei High School, halftime as we get set to start the second half. We'll take a look at scoring first for the Mater Dei Wildcats, led by Cole Breeden, 5 points scored in the first quarter, 4 points for Charlie Huffman, and buckets hit by Tate Mallory, Jacob Spacuza, number 32, and also Caden Willett had a bucket. Jasper Wildcats are led by Jalen Mainers, 5 points. 3-pointers hit by Logan Day, Max Butel, Jace Foy, all coming in the first quarter. And Braden Giesler had a bucket in the second quarter. So Jasper scored 5 in the second. Mater Dei scored 6. We were at 11-9 after the end of one. Right now we sit at 16-15 as we get all set to start the second half. Jasper with a 1-point lead on the road here in Evansville, Indiana on the west side.
On a snowy
Oh man,
Tuesday night.
scary drive coming down here.
Yes, it was.
Plenty
So
of accidents.
3 cars in the ditch, one of them on its side. Hopefully going home it'll be a little bit nicer.
Yeah, once we got to Evansville, it was just basically rain, but
Yeah.
now it was a mixture of sleet and snow all along I-64. Missing terribly on that 3-point shot is Breeden, so he's just really having a tough time being consistent offensively for Mater Dei. As we mentioned, their leading scorer at 13.8 points per ball game. Feed into Giesler, gets knocked away, and Jasper will hang on.
Got lucky there. They had the steal and just couldn't corral it.
Inbound play quickly to Giesler. Muscles his way into a better position to put that shot up and in. So 4 points now for Breeden.
I'd like to see Geese in the second half do a little bit more of that inside game because he's probably one of the most athletic guys out there on the floor, and he can be a handful to guard if he gets in there and does that type of thing.
He's just got a big body compared to everybody else too.
Yeah.
Mater Dei, as far as their players on the floor right now, the one that looks like he's got the most meat on his bones is Spencer Schiff, number 11. It's an inbounds play, goes right into Breeden, and he puts it up and in. He's got a 3-point opportunity.
We just fell asleep on that out of bounds play.
Yeah.
Again, you got to see the ball. You know, you're standing there looking at your man. Well, if he jumps, you don't have time to jump that fast.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about that. You said, you know, the meat on him, like the Breeden kid shooting here. I mean, he's got a nice body for a freshman.
Yeah.
You know, he's not skin over bones, and number 11, the Schiff kid that's a freshman too. You know, they're not like real skinny kids.
Yeah. The thing is, they're obviously just going to fill out as they get older and move forward in their careers.
Yeah, and I'm sure both of them are probably multi-sport athletes because, you know, in small schools here, as Foy hits that one, but, you know, in small schools like this, you have to have guys that play at least 2 sports. You know, they may not play 3, but.
Yeah, Foy looked really good shooting that one because he got his body positioned perfectly. Good catch on the pass there and was able to put that straight up. So, yeah, when he gets in really good position to shoot, it pretty well goes down.
That's so big in high school because high school kids, you know, aren't obviously NBA players. You know, those guys can torque their bodies and still be able to shoot that. High school kids need to have their feet set just like that and ready to shoot the basketball.
So Jasper got the long rebound there, but again, Foy got a really good look there. Continue to work that towards the offense. Mainer's way short on the shot, gets us a rebound. Just kind of gets back into better position and puts it up and in. So Jasper picking things up here. 7 quick points scored, and Mater Dei wants the timeout. So Jasper jumping out to a 23-18 lead now here on 18 WJTS.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at Du Bois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Well, Jason Stamm, a good opening start for the Wildcats to start this third quarter.
Yeah, it's a start that we needed here, with the way this game's been going. We scored 7 points already, and that's more than we scored in the second quarter already.
Yeah.
So,
well, a little tough shot or situation there, and Jasper comes up with a loose ball, and Giesler strong with the left hand. Over here, Caden Whitlett kind of lost his footing and thought he was saving it, but it went right to Jasper, and we wind up with a transition bucket there. 7-point lead for Jasper. We had a 7-point lead in the first quarter. And left all alone is the freshman there, Breeden, so he hits a three-pointer. So he's starting to heat up a little bit with 6 points in the quarter. Four-point lead for Jasper, 25-21. 2-3 zone again, the Jasper's facing here.
I'd like to see our wings and our point guard penetrate and try to split. Oh, he double dribbled.
Mater Dei tries to get a transition. Three-pointer shot right there. Breeden starting to feel it. He is on fire right now to start this quarter. 9 quick points. And now Jasper needs the timeout. So Jasper had a 7-point lead. It's cut to 1, 25-24 here on 18 WJTS.
Sell your car the easy way at Jubilee Chevy Cadillac in Jasper. Simply scan this QR code to get a Kelley Blue Book instant cash offer on your vehicle. Whether your car has low miles, high miles, or has a few dings, KBB makes it easy. Just answer a few simple questions and get a cash offer on the spot. Then bring your car to your local KBB buying center, Jubilee Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, and we'll handle the rest. Trade your keys for cash today at Jubilee & Sons.
All right, so both teams have had runs here. Jasper starting off hot. Now Mater Dei's hot. And we got a 1-point ball game.
Mater Dei does a good job of switching their defenses. Like now they're back in a man-to-man. You know, they don't let you get comfortable with the offense that you're running. You might be running. But there you go. I mean, that's a good play right there.
Well, I think the foul is actually because of the good position that Maynard's got in the lane right there and kind of force Willett if he's going to try to make a defensive play to only reach around, and now he's picked up his 3rd foul. So a lot of times, good post positioning offensively as Butel hits his 2nd three-pointer of the night. But good post positioning can force the other team to make mistakes defensively.
Oh, there's no doubt,
So both teams on runs here in this 3rd quarter. They're scoring 6 and 5 points between the two in the 2nd. Jasper's already got 12 on the board. Mater Dei's got 9. Shot doesn't go. Actually, it's going to go off. Yeah, it's definitely off Mater Dei there. So Tate Mallory couldn't handle it. Jasper's got the basketball. Now you're starting to see a little bit of full court pressure here.
Yeah, they kind of just do it as a token thing. I mean, they're not really pushing you. They want to rush you, or they want you to rush into taking a shot you wouldn't necessarily take.
True.
Jasper did a good job. But a while ago, what I was trying to say is these guys that catch the ball on the wing or at the point, they need to penetrate.
Woo! That was a nice play there because he flashed right up there to the elbow and immediately looked to the baseline and found Gieser wide open.
Yeah, and you got to give Geese credit because he didn't just stand and watch. He cut to the basket, and Mainers did a great job of finding him.
Yep. And now Gieser comes up with a steal, so he's got quite a third quarter going on so far. 6 points and some good defensive plays as well. Look at that. Good job by Foy to attack the lane. So Jasper has really picked things up since that last timeout. And that forces Mater Dei into a timeout. So we'll take another break. Jasper now up by 8, their biggest lead of the ball game here on 18 WJTS.
Jubilar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper is proud to be the title sponsor for the Jammin' in Jasper basketball tournament this month. Teams from all over the Midwest will come to compete. This month, get a Jammin' deal on your next vehicle at Jubilar's with tax time savings. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles in stock for every budget and flexible financing options from top lenders. As always, no hidden fees. Jubilar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends for Jammin' deals since 1929.
Hot to start the third quarter with a nice run. Mater Dei counters with another one. In between, there are a couple timeouts by both teams to try to slow down the run. We'll see if Mater Dei can counter this time because Jasper now with an 8-point lead after running off 6 or 7 quick points.
Yeah, and it's all started by making good decisions on the offensive end, not settling for that first shot.
Well, they're going to call Gieser on a push right there on the baseline as Breeden was making a move.
Substitution for the Wildcats, number 32,
Inbound lob does not go for Spikuza, who just checked in. Ernie's in for Jasper. Talking about switching defenses. Now Mater Dei back in the man-to-man. Day, nice spin move. Left-handed shot up and in. Got a really good position there in the lane. Was able to pivot there and get that shot up.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job of attacking the basket.
Jasper has already put 18 points on the board with 1:47 to go here in the third. 10-point lead for the Wildcats of Jasper. Breeden in good position. Weren't able to find him though. There's a good cut to the basket and quickly up and in. Charlie Huffman gets a bucket. Foy finds Mainers. He kind of hesitated there, didn't realize how open he was, and then composed himself and put it up and in.
Yeah, he was so wide open that he didn't realize it until he caught it, and it was like, oh boy.
Like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to take this shot, right? Back to a 10-point lead. Now Breeden, he was hot early. Now he pops another three, so he has hit 3 3-pointers in the quarter and makes it a 7-point game. Jasper 36, Mater Dei 29 as we're at 44 seconds to go here in the third. Jasper has scored very well in the quarter. 20 points on the board. Gieser still trying to get the handle on there, and actually they're going to call a jump ball. Spikuza got in there and got his hands on it.
Jasper will keep the ball, so that.
Substitution for the Mater Dei Wildcats, number 10, Kyle Baumgart.
All right, so Kyle Baumgart has just checked back in, thanks to the PA announcer announcing it there with excitement.
He does have a lot of enthusiasm. It's easy to understand.
Get it for a bucket, but, you know, for a substitution.
At least you can understand him.
Yeah, that's true. Speaker right in front of us. And there's a block. Oh, no, actually it's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Breeden. Just the second foul, but actually a shooting foul. So that's going to put Day to the line. Jasper shot 2 free throws all night. Make that 3, and they're 1 of 3 now. Jack over there sitting down. He's going to be coming in for Day if he hits his free throw.
Substitution.
All right, so he will after Logan goes 1 of 2 from the line there. 8-point ball game, 37-29. Mater Dei with it with 14 seconds. Ooh, they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, that's going to be 3 on Geese, but
yeah,
luckily it's about the end of the third quarter, so he'll sit out this last 9 seconds probably, but be back in the fourth.
Now they subbed Butel in for him, so if Mater Dei tries to attack the lane here, they actually feed it down the post, so they actually had Breeden posting up, and that's going to be the 5th foul, so he's going to shoot free throws here.
Yeah, I believe Levin.
So a good job by Mater Dei realizing with Gieser out that Breeden can take advantage of his size there, so forces Jack to commit the foul. And Breeden pops the free throw, so a huge quarter he's got going on. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 points. Cole Breeden, the freshman, has scored in this quarter alone. He's got 13 of their 15 points. Make it 14.
Yeah, he's right out of his average for the quarter.
3-point shot on the way, and it is drained. So Jack Levin puts Jasper back on the board there, and they'll go into this break with a 9-point lead, 40-31 here on 18 WJTS.
101 Country, WBDC, your morning brain teaser.
Here's Dolly Parton now on Lunch with the Legends on 101 Country.
All right, leading things off on a Good Time Gold Saturday morning. Beezer, good morning.
Good morning, Ty.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Be sure to join me from 3 to 6 for Afternoons with Amanda.
We are 101 Country, WBDC.
Well, Jason, a ho-hum first half. 16-15 was our halftime score. Then all of a sudden an explosion by both teams. Jasper scores 24. Mater Dei scores 16 in the quarter. So now we got a high-scoring offense. We'll see if it continues here in the fourth.
Yeah, hopefully it does. I think if we stay aggressive and play this quarter the way we did the last, we'll be all right. But you can't get lulled to sleep now.
Now, we were saying we're going to watch this as fans. Were you a fan of that third quarter?
That was, yeah, as a fan, you would, not because there was a lot of points scored, but just the all-around defense and the all-around effort just seemed better in that quarter.
And it wasn't sloppily played at all. I just thought it was just well execution by both teams running their plays and knocking down shots.
Yeah, I only had Jasper for 1 turnover in that quarter, so Mater Dei had 2.
Breeden's who scored 14 points in the third. Looks like he's looking for his inside game a little bit more. Dave left alone, can't get that shot to go though. Breeden comes down with the board. Mater Dei quick in their offense. On guard to feed it back out. Schiff. Good defense by Jasper. And that's the thing with Mater Dei. Do they have a second scoring option other than Breeden?
Yeah, their second leading scorer is Mallory with the average is almost 11.
He's only scored 2 tonight. Cannot score in that possession, so Jasper has it. 9-point lead. Day looked. Good recovery there by Breeden to pick him up.
That was a good decision to not shoot that because you didn't need that in that situation.
And he gets a good drive there, but a little too strong on the layup. So that sets up a three-point shot on the way, and Charlie Huffman's able to knock that one down. So Huffman's got a decent night going tonight. 9 points he's got. All right, so Jasper calls a timeout. So Mater Dei chips away. Right now it's a 6-point game here on 18 WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelard, Ubelard Toyota in Jasper. Truck lovers know the Toyota Tundra for its legendary strength and reliability. The new Tundras are long on comfort, technology, and safety too. Right now we've got plenty of new Tundras in stock with options for every purpose and budget. Loaded with features to help you get things done. We have flexible financing and lease options as well. Find your new Tundra today at Ubelard Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends for hardworking trucks since 1929.
All right, Mater Dei trailing by 6. And backs off on their press. So Jasper's still looking for their first bucket of the fourth quarter. Giesler. Ball gets knocked away. Mater Dei coming the other way. Straight up for an easy layup. So 5 points scored in the quarter by Charlie Huffman now. We're looking at a 4-point game. Giesler not normally handling the basketball, so he's going to have to pull up and gives it up to Butel here. Jasper just needs to settle into their offense. But a long three-pointer. And obviously right there, Jace felt it and he popped it.
Yeah, he had a little space between him and his defender.
Breeden's going to drive. Turnaround jumper. Does not go. Giesler comes down with a big, strong rebound. 43-36. Jasper with the lead. Boy, this time gets to the lane. Stop and pop. Oh, just short on that shot, but got in good position to put one in. Like to have that back, I'm sure. Three-pointer on the way in the corner does not go. Butel comes down. So both teams being quick with the trigger here after that timeout. 43-36 with 4:19, and John Gable has called the 20th timeout of this basketball game, I believe. So we'll take another break. We're going to sell some more advertising here on 18 WJTS.
103.3 The Fix is Southern Indiana's go-to radio station for must-have music hits.
I love your music!
From the All-American Rejects to Lizzo, we've got you covered.
Dude, I listen all the time.
Did we mention we also have local news, sports, and Pacers basketball?
Wow.
Your music fix, your sports fix, your fix for it all.
Oh my God, I won!
Tune in to 103.3 and get your fix today.
Today's must-have music all day.
All right, so Jasper will inbound here, leading 43-36 with 4:18 on the clock, and a quick foul there on the inbounds. So that's going to be picked up on, or called on, Kyle Baumgold. First foul whistled in the quarter. Mater Dei actually got right at the end of the quarter there to the line, as Jasper committed 5 fouls in the third. But of course, they reset here in the fourth. The younger boys in the ball game now. Giesler's going to drive, and there's a bump, and they're actually going to call a blocking foul there on Charlie Huffman.
That was a good call because he was on the side of him. He wasn't in front of him.
Yeah. Legitimately got knocked out of the way. There was no acting on that play just because Giesler's sort of on strong, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Knocked him like a pinball. Now he commits a push foul right there. I don't think he meant to hurt him or anything, but
no, he was trying to go for the ball.
Yeah. No need to go to the monitor there, do they?
No.
We don't have a monitor, do we, Jeremy? If the officials want to come to the monitor, they can't look at ours, right? It's another thing that's annoying about basketball.
Not till tomorrow, anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, tomorrow evening.
Oh, I know. they have to come over there and look at
all the
every
time.
little thing, and it's like,
oh, no. He was trying to hit Foy, who wasn't looking for the ball. He was actually had his back to it. Now Maynard's the other way, and he's able to jam one home. So Jasper on a transition there. Jalen Maynard jams that one for his 11th point. 9-point lead for Jasper. 3:20, so it's getting down to crunch time here, Jason.
yeah, Mater Dei's going to have to look to score pretty quick.
I'll tell you what, Jasper is just not really giving good opportunities to Breeden. He had 14 points in the third. He has yet to score here. 45-36. Both teams have only scored 5 points apiece in the quarter. Day wanted to, but did not. Backs up with 2:52 on the clock.
Wise decision. You don't need that right there. Just need to clock the run.
2:43. You're right. Make Mater Dei come to us. We don't need to go to them, that's for sure.
Nope.
2.5 to go now. Breeden gets a cheap foul up top, and they're probably going to have to accumulate a few of them if Jasper's going to control the basketball. It's actually the 4th foul whistled on Mater Dei. Breeden gets called for his second. Butel with a nice cut, and he gets pushed, and they call it. So that's going to put Butel to the free throw line. So Butel had a nice cut to the basket there, and Tate Mallory fell behind him, so he fouls him on the baseline. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Jasper 2 of 4 from the line tonight. Short on that one.
Yeah, we haven't been to the line that much tonight.
No.
You know, and a lot of times that's indicative on how aggressive you are going to the basket. You know, I mean, I don't think the officiating was bad tonight. I just don't feel like we went to the basket aggressive the way we have, you know, in some games.
Yeah.
And that's what causes you to get to the free throw line a lot of times.
So it's a 10-point lead for Jasper. 3-point shot is short. Jasper comes down with the board. Giesler gets it over to Foy. Foy slows it up. Come down to 2 minutes in the quarter. Mater Dei is going to have to, they tried to get the trap there. Didn't get it.
In this situation, you just want to pass. Move the ball, move the ball. Don't even, you know, don't give them a chance to foul.
I agree.
You know, you want the clock running. You don't need to go to the free throw line to shoot more free throws. And, you know, a lot of times you see in high school especially, you watch the kids and they catch it and they hold it and hold it and hold it till 2 guys come get them, and then they try to pass.
Right.
Let's catch and pass right away.
Well, Day at least does his job there by hitting the free throw. And the second one rolls in. So now a 12-point lead for the Wildcats. Mater Dei with less than 2 minutes to go has to work quick. Stop and pop jumper does not go, but coming down with the zone rebound is Mallory. Feeds it back up top. Giesler commits the foul. It's the first against Jasper. However, it's his 4th.
Giesler was thinking tip to myself and dunk on the other end. All we got to do is play good defense here and hit free throws, and we should come out of here with a victory.
Right. A 12-point lead for Jasper. Mallory's
because
trying to get there.
The way they've shot the ball, they're not going to shoot themselves back into the game. But that's the right call. That's what you can't do.
I know, forcing turnovers.
You can't turn the ball over in this situation. If this is a lot closer game, that's a huge turnover right there.
So Mater Dei gets it back, trailing by 10. A minute and a half to go. They're going to need some big scores and quick ones too. And they get it right there. So Baumgart and Bowery have hit 2 quick buckets for him. So now it's an 8-point game. Beutel works his way out of that trouble. Now Mainers with it. And we're down to 109, so Modern Day is going to have to do something here. Get it inside of a minute.
Pass. Oh,
man,
Gieser's wide open.
But
yeah, now Mainers is wide open.
Now you're down 55 seconds, so they're really going to have to start fouling or something here. 51 seconds. And kind of a late whistle because the ball was
that kid was standing in the middle of the floor by himself, and he got called for a foul. I think the referees knew, too, that they were trying to foul, but you don't call one if there's nothing there.
Right. All right, so a big free throw there by Beutel. So he's hit his last two. Jasper is 4 of 5 down the stretch here. Foul was actually whistled on Tate Mallory, his third. And two big ones for the point guard for the Wildcats. 3 of 4 in the quarter for Max. Back to a 10-point lead with 48 to go. Backdoor cut not there. Mallory spins. Aggressive with the shot, does not go. Gieser comes down with the board. And we're at 38 seconds. Max gets across, and he gets knocked away from behind, so a quick bucket the other way if he can score. And luckily they didn't call a foul there. They easily could. But Mater Dei gets a quick bucket. So we'll take a break here. 50-42, 26 seconds to go when we come back here on 18 WJTS.
Jubilar Toyota in Jasper is proud to be the title sponsor for the Jammin' in Jasper basketball tournament this month. Teams from all over the Midwest will come to compete. This month, get a jammin' deal on your next vehicle at Jubilar's with tax time savings. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles in stock for every budget and flexible financing options from top lenders. As always, no hidden fees. Jubilar Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends for jammin' deals since 1929.
Quick timeout now inbound for Jasper. 26 seconds to go. Lead by 8. Somebody can make a move for a touchdown pass there. I thought Day was going to go long.
Yeah, he looked like he had a couple of options. You know, that's always a good play. You know, and you got Gieser taking the ball out of bounds, who's got a, you know, he plays baseball. He's got a decent arm.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying if he's covered, you don't throw it.
Right.
But, you know,
he kind of made a cut, like he made a cut
towards the ball and then away.
Then took it away, and then he kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Beutel gets fouled, so he's going to shoot 2 more. He's looked good in his last 3. Make it 4. 9-point lead, substitutions. Baumgart's back in. 22, Rylander's in. So trying to get their 3-point shooters out there, I believe. And Max, great job from the foul line. 5 of 6 here in the quarter. Drive, easy layup. We'll give him 2.
No.
Oh.
Called a foul.
Foul before. Okay.
Foul on the floor before he ever got there.
I was going to say, got quiet there. All right, so Max picks up a foul there. Stop and pop. Mallory, if he played like this the whole game,
yeah,
I mean, he's been very aggressive with the shot and trying to get better position and all that, but where was it for 3 quarters? All right, so the quick foul is going to put Beutel back there. So Beutel keeps tallying them up. He's got 8 points in the ball game, 5 of them from the free throw line. 52-44 with 8.8. Game's pretty well sealed already, but
yeah, it's everything but the final score is all we're playing for now.
Max can always work on his free throws just like everybody, right?
Yeah. The point spread's all we're worried about now for FanDuel to see how.
2 for 2 again for Max. So he has hit 2, 4, 6, 7 free throws out of 8. 3-point shot comes at the end. Rylander at least gets his name in the books. But Jasper comes on the road. And again, 2 teams that have been struggling this season, but again, conference foes, rivals. John Gable making his trip back to Mater Dei, and he comes away with a 7-point win. Jasper 54, Mater Dei 47. So a lot more action in that second half there, Jason.
Well, yeah, no doubt. That quarter, Mater Dei actually outscored us by 16-14, according to what I had. But, we had a very good third quarter, and that transitioned into the fourth quarter. I thought the second half we played a lot better.
Yes.
Not just because we scored, but we were more aggressive going to the basket. I felt like our defense picked up a little bit, and we played a little bit better. Now, this is the buildings block.
Yep.
We have to continue this Friday night at Castle.
Exactly. Yes.
Obviously, you're playing against a bigger school, but I don't think Castle's the normal Castle team.
No, they're 9-9 this season, 2-4 in the conference.
Yeah, so that's a game that that would be a huge lift if we can go to Castle and beat Castle.
Right.
I'm not taking anything away from this game or away from Mater Dei, but Castle has always been a formidable opponent that always gives us fits. So we have to continue what we built tonight and keep building. Now we built the foundation.
Yes.
Now you start building up. You start building the building on the foundation.
Yep.
So this is what we needed, because this is you have to start there first.
Mm-hmm.
We got there tonight. Now you have to keep building for the sectional.
Well, and the thing is, you found a winning formula tonight, as far as the way it goes. I mean, the first half, you can kind of throw it away for both teams. Nobody was real aggressive with going to the basket and attacking. Jasper hit a lot of three-pointers here in this second half. We actually hit 4 of them, but they came within, the offense, as far as just getting to the lane, kicking it out, and finding open shooters.
I don't know how many three-pointers we shot in the second half, but I didn't feel like it was near as many.
We hit 4. I bet we only shot 5 or 6.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, we keep harping on that, but there, I honestly believe there's something to be said about that, you just seem to me, when you play harder, it's easy to settle for that outside shot at any time.
Oh, yeah.
If you're having to post, your post guy's working hard, you're working hard to get a passing lane to get the ball into him. And I just feel like there's a lot, it takes more effort and energy to play the game where you want to get the ball inside as opposed to just passing around the arc, the dribble handoff, and that type of thing. And to me, it just, to me, when I played a long time ago, I got myself in the game by playing hard defense, and that was, I would get down and I'd get after it on defense, and then that would transition into offense. Now, I wasn't a big offensive threat, but it just helped me get motivated and into the game and playing hard.
Well, what that does, it creates energy, because you're showing a lot of effort and energy over here on the defensive side, and it basically creates, that energy is just going to translate to the offensive side, especially if you make a steal and get a break going or something.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean,
that's where it starts.
If you can, however many easy baskets you can get off of a forced turnover is a positive.
No doubt.
A layup is a great, easy, high percentage shot, and you get those based off of how hard you play on the defensive end to transition into the easy shots.
Right.
And I thought, our defense the second half was pretty good. I mean, I know we give up 32 points in the second half, but I still felt like we played pretty good defense. We gave up 15 in the first half, but that was a lack of shooting and everything kind of combination. But I thought, in the second half we played a little bit better defense.
Sure. Well, and I think that was just all a reflection of really the pace of the basketball game. Both teams picked it up, and so we saw a lot more scoring. We saw a lot more open looks, and we just saw better basketball, I felt, than what we saw in the first half.
Oh, there's no doubt. It was a lot better basketball quality in the second half than what it was in the first half. But Coach Noble's here to talk to us, and I'm sure he has all kinds of wisdom and insight and intelligence to add.
Intelligence is the key.
Intelligence, that is correct.
All right, so we're going to swap it from, I need some intelligence instead of Jason always trying to dumb things down. You know what I mean?
Simplify.
Yeah, that's right. Well, simplify. Hey, we won a basketball game. That's simple, right?
Yeah, it was a fun night on the bench. I thought guys did things tonight. Guys were a little smarter tonight. The way we guarded them, I thought, was a really kind of different thing. We put Jalen on, their best player, and so I think Jalen did a good job of trying to get through screens and doing some things that, most times we would have had Max on their best player. So I thought that was a big, huge change tonight that we tried, and Jalen did a good job of being able to do with it.
Well, and I tell you what, when it comes to what the Wildcats did in the second half, again, it seemed like we start off with a quick run, and then they counter with a good run, and then we come back with another one. So it was just kind of a little bit of a slug match for a while there.
Well, definitely. I thought we got off to a great start. Took some quick threes and were able to make them. Everybody that's seen basketball has seen teams that have come out, shot up well early, and then they fall in love with that shot. And the emphasis at halftime was to get the ball back inside and work inside out. And I thought our guys really stuck to that game plan through a couple of stretches there. I thought we had maybe a couple of letdowns, maybe mid-third quarter, and then we're able to overcome that with our run of our own. And that's what we've been trying to do. We're trying to win multiple possessions offensively and then shut the other team down defensively. Saw a little of that tonight, which I thought was a good thing.
Well, and the other thing in that third quarter is that you had Breeden really getting his points. He scored 14 points, but nobody else really did anything else. So, again, he's going to get his numbers, I feel like, in most basketball games. But if you can shut everybody else around him, that's a pretty good formula.
Absolutely. And so I think that was something that it was an emphasis. The other emphasis was trying to get the ball into Giesler a little bit more, get him more involved. Since his ankle, he hasn't quite been feeling it as well as he could, but I thought he made some big hustle plays, and I thought you saw him rebound a little bit better tonight than you've seen. And I think that was a good challenge to put on Breeden, is to get back to his 8 to 10 rebounds instead of 5 or 6. And I thought he did a good job tonight of clearing the glass and not letting their smaller lineup have opportunities for running up for rebounds and those kind of things. So pretty good effort on the boards.
Well, the Wildcats had a 3-game stretch there, losing 3 straight ball games and all that. Really heartbreaker against Bar Reeve the other night. So how important is this win right now?
Well, I think just the idea that we have the ability to finish, and I thought we did a pretty good job of finishing. We've lost some leads maybe in the middle of the third quarter where we've let it get tight, and then we've really had to try to produce, and that's not the way that you win games. You win games by continuing to get some momentum. I thought we got that tonight. We saw guys that stayed within themselves, trying to play their game and take quality shots. And I thought Max did that quite well, getting to get his feet set when the ball was getting reversed and be able to, or kicked out where they were trying to help in on Jalen, and he knocked a couple big ones down as well.
Yeah, well, that's huge. Again, I think it's a great win tonight for the Jasper Wildcats, and just hopefully building more momentum as we get towards the end of the season.
Yeah, we've played a lot of games lately, and settling down a little bit, calming down, making sure that we get the ball to the right guys is going to be a huge part for us to be able to be successful. And we've got some good tests for us. Castle's going to be a really athletic team, maybe the most athletic, and then Vincennes is going to be a handful. They kind of do their thing, so getting this win will hopefully propel us to good concentration Wednesday, Thursday, get ready for Castle.
Sounds good. Well, I'll let you guys get home. It's a little rough weather out there right now.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank
you.
Great win. All right, so the Jasper Wildcats getting the winning column tonight with a huge win over the modern-day Wildcats, and we'll take a look at the scoring here as we get to able to tally this up. Actually, Jalen Mainers, I think, was the leading scorer here. He had 11, but I'll tell you what, coming from the line there was Max Butel with 2, 4, 6, 7, plus a 3-pointer. Actually, he finishes with 13 points. So Max Butel leads the Wildcats in scoring tonight. So that's a big night for him. Brayton Giesler had 8, and 3, 6, 9, 11 points for Jace Foy. So Jasper getting some scoring from other options out there. So that was a big night for them. Cole Breeden led the Wildcats of Mater Dei Actually, he finishes with 10, 11. We had 14 there in the third quarter and 5, so he finishes with 19, but Jasper did a great job of holding him scoreless in that fourth quarter. So Jasper with a 54-47 win over Mater Dei right here in Mater Dei High School. So for Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos on the video, my name is Craig Schneider. This is Wildcat Basketball here on 18 WJTS. Good night.